Hey guys, so we're back, just in the shop doing a couple things. I got some things to ship out, like the stuff on the floor you see there. I appreciate you, Brandon, for hanging out and working with me as I try and dial in everything I need for Blueprint. I keep getting a bunch of comments and questions about EMTRON versus Motec, and I will say this, because I didn't mention it in the last video. Motec and EMTRON are like very close in similarity. However, EMTRON is about half the price, I would say. Most high horsepower Subi guys, drag racer guys, are putting their cars on Motec. And it's just because Motec's great. It's very powerful, very good, but you know, I don't got $15,000 to be putting a Motec into Blueprint. So we end up with the EMTRON route. But again, just as good. I will say hands down EMTRON is just as good as Motec. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get our access port unmarried, and we're gonna go ahead and see what it takes to potentially hook up the EMTRON today. I got a bunch of my stuff back from the fab shop. Thank you, Kai, for everything you've been doing to make this thing go fast. I'll show you guys a couple of the parts and what we had done. Basically just gonna be a lot of little things. We got a harness bar in the car that I want to get fully hooked up, but I have to rip the passenger side airbag out, so don't forget to subscribe. The button right down below, it's free, totally free. All you gotta do is click it, helps me out, it helps out our program and everything we're trying to do. So I appreciate you watching. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Guess I need the keys first, huh? This is a pretty standard GM ethanol sensor, very common. So nothing crazy with this, but since we do have it, we are going to use it. There might not be a use for this, but there will be a use for this. So leave that up to your imagination. Holy smokes, man. I tried it two different ways. I tried to get the clips off, but I couldn't get to this one. And I took off the bottom bolt, which gave me a little bit of movement, but I need to get to this one, which was not easy. I had to use a big long extension and swivel. And even then it wasn't that easy, so. Now we got the ECU out, which you can see. I'll show you the Boomslang harness versus this. But basically, I'm going to retain this bracket because I'm not sure what this little module is that has that big long crazy like 18 or 24 pin plug. But I want to put this back in the car and basically just get the ECU off. I don't think we'll be able to mount the EMTRON in the same spot, but I'm definitely going to try. So let's go ahead and get all this taken off and we'll see what we can do about the EMTRON. Alright guys, so we got the factory ECU out. This is just plastic. It's super light, but you can see all the pinouts there, or the female plugs. What's really awesome about the EMTRON Ultimate Bundle from Dom is the Boomslang harness. So I went ahead and I grabbed out the Boomslang harness, and it comes with this 3D printed case that I don't know if you can see or tell, but this is completely identical. And what's so awesome about this is all your factory harnesses and everything. And with the Boomslang harness, you're just going to be able to plug all of these 4 connectors directly into this. And then on the other end, you have all these plugs, which plug directly into the EMTRON. So this is hands down a 100% plug and play option. So sick. Like, don't have to do a whole bunch of wiring. I mean, this is like very minimal wiring probably. And you're able to retain all the factory stuff. And this is what I'm talking about how compatible EMTRON is with Subaru. It makes my job so easy, and it works. I mean, it's powerful and it works. So let's go ahead and get this plugged in, and I'm working on doing some mounting stuff with the EMTRON and the factory bracketing right now, but I just wanted to show you guys this. So super cool. Everything just plugs right in, and now at this point we have just these connectors here that all go to our ECU, or all go to the EMTRON. One of these, this guy right here, is for our wideband, which this is my old one, but it's still the same style of connector, which I could use this one instead of the new one, which I think we will do since it's already run. But if this one goes bad, we have a backup, so super cool there. And then the other wire that comes off of here is our CAN 2 wiring, which this is going to go to the ETC4 EGT module. But we need to figure out the EGTs, get those pinned, and do a couple other things. And last but not least, this is our LAN Ethernet style connector. This is what we're going to use to set it up, configure it, and probably tune, since the EMTRON uses LAN for its communication anyway. Super straightforward. This probably took me 30 seconds. On the bracketry, there's this other 124 pin or whatever it is. Found out that this is the center diff or DCCD controller, so you are going to need to plug this back in if you want to have any differential control at all. So what I did was I went ahead and I took some measurements, and this little bottom piece I went ahead and cut it, and then took a pair of vice grips and was able to bend it so that it holds the lip of the EMTRON. And when we put it in now, let's see if I can do this with one hand, it fits super tight, which is great. And if you look right here, it is now holding it from falling down. which is super awesome. Now we can basically put it back in its spot, but I'm gonna have to figure out a way to strap it into place. I'm not 100% sure what to do yet, but I figured I would go ahead and put this back up in the car, show you guys what it looks like mounted, and then go over the rest of that Boomslang harness with you guys, and then that's gonna end up this video. So like I said, just got it loosely mounted. This plug right here is gonna go back up into your DCCD controller, and like I said, this Boomslang harness utilizes your factory harnesses and wiring. So total plug and play option, pretty awesome. You got your 4 connectors, and this comes out to our other 4 connectors. These ones all go into the ECU. I think they're bank A, B, C, and D. And I'll just kind of show you guys what's what. I don't know if I'll plug them into there or not, because I haven't final mounted it, but I'll go ahead and I'll clip one in just to kind of show you guys. Yeah, that guy goes in there just like that. So you plug all 3 of these guys in as well, and basically everything's all hooked up. We'll be left with a few wires, a few extras like our can and our wideband, and then our actual communication one. So we will continue this video, but that's gonna be that. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this back out, and I'm gonna think on a way to fully mount this thing, but I just wanted to show you guys how it all gets hooked up. So alright guys, so that's gonna wrap this one up. I just wanted to go ahead and test fit it. My biggest curiosity or concern was to try and figure out where we're gonna mount everything, because not only did we have to mount the KV12, but we also have to mount the ETC4, and Amtron had mentioned something about mounting the ETC4 in an area that wasn't subject to extreme temperatures, like an engine bay, for instance. So I got all my stuff back from Fab, and we need to pin in some EGT connectors. That will allow us to figure out where we're gonna mount the ETC4. We'll do that in the next video. But I was able to get the KV12 to mount into the factory location, which is super awesome. It means I don't have to do anything special, but I do have to figure out a way to strap it in place so it's not gonna move. I might also put some rubber on the actual aluminum factory bracket to help from any potential vibrations or anything, because that new, the KV12 is a metal case. So where the old one was a plastic case, so metal on metal, you know, ting, ting, ting. I want to kind of try and minimize that if I can. Everything plugged up just like I thought it would, super easy. I mean, literally this stuff took minutes compared to hours. Basically, I was just trying to figure out how to mount it. Plus I was doing a couple other things. Haven't been to the shop in a while, so unfortunately that's gonna wrap this one up. I gotta work tomorrow, so maybe we'll do something here this week. Once again, I thank you for tuning in. We got tons more stuff coming, and it's coming together. Before you know it, everything's gonna be here, and it's gonna be time for first start. So if you haven't already, don't forget to like this video. Drop a comment down below as well. Tell me what you think about the Amtron. Do you like seeing these videos? Should I keep going? Is Blueprint good enough content for you guys? You know, let me know. Other than that, if you like this video, share it with a couple of your friends, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. So, later.